A very good morning to everyone. It's Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. I continue this morning our conversation in Luke chapter 12. There are two different identities that Jesus is describing here. The one identity is that of the wealthy fool, and the other one is that of a disciple. Now, Jesus describes a wealthy fool here as someone who stores up a whole bunch of things because of greed. And they actually tear down their existing storehouses and build yet bigger storehouses. And the purpose why Jesus says this man is a fool is this man says to his soul, I will say to my soul, soul, you have many good things stored up, enough for many years. Rest, relax, eat, drink, and be merry. Continue to celebrate continually. Now, note the self-talk. That's this man's motivation and his purpose for storing up all of this wealth. However, Jesus then says to him, you fool, this very night your soul is required of you. Now who will own all these things you have prepared? Jesus then goes on to say to his disciples, he says to them, on the other hand, for this reason I tell you, do not worry about your life as to what you will eat, or about your body as to what you will wear. Right. And then Jesus continues to talk about the birds of the ravens, the birds of the air, how he will provide for them, and the lilies in the field, and the wild flowers, how he clothes those. And then Jesus says that so as for you, do not seek what you will eat and what you will drink, nor have an anxious or unsettled mind. For all the pagan nations of the world greedily seek these things. Now, isn't that interesting? With greed causes for us to be anxious and worried and troubled, because when we have all these acquired things, it takes intentionality to hold on to all of these things, and we have to spend more money to build bigger storehouses and so forth. Then Jesus says, do not be afraid and anxious, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. And here's what I want to draw your attention to. Jesus is promising his disciples so much more than what they eat and drink. He's actually promising them an entire kingdom. And in a kingdom, there is a king who provides for his followers. In a kingdom, it's an entire realm. I want to encourage you to seek the kingdom, because when we seek the kingdom, Jesus says everything else will be given to you. Jesus finishes this and he says, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be. If your heart is for a relationship with God and for God's kingdom, you will have so much more in abundance. Have a blessed day.